Welcome back. Welcome back to Dune News Weekly on your favorite Dune network. Well, it's probably not your favorite. Your goofiest Dune network, Arrakis Central. So, and a couple stories tonight we'll be talking about. A couple things. We got our guy on the ground right now at Gamescom Tokyo, or the Game Tokyo Game Show, I should say. That hasn't gone as good as I wanted, but we did get the merch bag, and we did go to the booth and saw the gameplay. I didn't see it, but it pretty much was the same gameplay that we've seen pretty much. The Q&A or presentation was in Japanese, so that wasn't the optimal for us, but yep, Dune Awakening. Only thing we have so far really is it's in closed beta still. There hasn't really been any updates since their last Dune Direct episode 3, which I have a video out on. So we're still waiting on basically, other than early 2025 release. I'm thinking March, I guess, because usually when they say that, it's all the way till the end, or April. That's what I'm guessing. And since the Tokyo Game Show was all mostly in Japanese, we couldn't really pick up on if there was any. Well, my person, not me, I wasn't there, but they couldn't really pick up on if there was really anything new other than from the German Gamescom, which I think Gamescom had a bigger worm and everything, from what we can see. So really, honestly, it was kind of a somewhat of, I don't want to say disappointment at the Tokyo Game Show, but it wasn't as good as the Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. It wasn't as good as a booth, and then I think the link. I don't know. I don't think Dune is very as. It's not. I don't think it's a super popular franchise in Japan. I think it's some people like it, but I just don't. It's not something. It's more of a. It's Western sci-fi. Dune is Western science fiction. So it was made by an American. So that's probably one thing. You know, there's just different cultures, stuff they like, I think. And even though it was busy, yeah. So we did secure, like I said, the bag. The little pouch was water. I thought it was coffee. It was literally just water. That's funny. So if you look at the pictures, I'll go and we'll look at them here in a little bit after we go through the news stories. But yeah, nothing new gameplay wise to report or update on release dates or anything that I've seen come out of the Tokyo Game Show, from what my guy is reporting. And plus, it was all in Japanese, so it was hard to figure that out, anyways. So he's gonna go back. He's there again today, right now. So he went back for the third day, and then he's gonna stop by the booth again, hopefully for me, and get at least get a wide screen video clip of it, walk past it, and then I wanted to get a footage of the worm, and then if they were doing a presentation with cosplay, to see something like that and get that on tape. I don't think you can take your cameras, and you can't tape inside the little mini studio where they show the gameplay, so you can't film in there, obviously. So he did see that. So he said it looked okay, but it looked, because he went in yesterday and he said it was basically the same kind of footage that we've seen already in my videos and other videos than what they reported. And he did report that he had a burger at the Tokyo Game Show, and he said it was a very odd burger. I'm trying to get a picture of it, but I think he ate it already. I'm trying to see. I'm having a hard time getting my guy on the ground to take video. I don't know. I've kind of given up on it now. So it is what it is. It's not somebody I can. They're halfway around. They're literally on the other side of the world, so I can't really force them to do anything. So, and it's not like I'm paying the person, so it was more of a favor from the get go to get it. But hey, we got the gift bags though. So we got the gift bag, the button, and all that good stuff, and then we got one little clip of it, and then some pictures, and then I honestly don't think we're gonna get anything else out of it. I don't. I'm not thinking we're gonna get anything out of it. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not mad. I think I had my hopes up higher than it was, but we did have a person there, so yeah, that's something. I missed the San Diego booth. I think they had something in San Diego last weekend. I guess I could have flown out there, but you gotta understand, I'm doing this all for fun. So yeah, my channel is like the first tier of monetization, but I haven't made any money out of it yet. I'm not making anything off this channel, so yeah, so I can't really just go gallivanting around. No updates on that. So like I said, there wasn't anything put out at the Tokyo Game Show about a specific release date, open beta, or anything like that that we could tell. So yeah, kind of sucks, I guess, in a weird way. But it is cool that we were there, I guess, and we had a footprint there, I guess. First story of the evening. I don't know if I did this story last week or not, but Denis Villeneuve, Dune movie, never got these big villains from the book right. So I was reading this and I was like, oh no, this is a new article. And oh, one thing before we move on, we did figure out the giveaway. I did figure out how to run the giveaway earlier in my last live stream. Old Mr. Cato. So if you are not subbed, make sure you're subbed and kind of following, and then you'll see notifications. I'm gonna do probably a video or an update or a announcement. More than likely, it'll be next Saturday. I'm gonna do the giveaway for the Lady Jessica Topps 2024 Dune release graded, because I got all my cards graded. If you haven't had a chance, go look at my channel. You can go look at my Dune card videos. And you can see what I'm talking about. I'm giving one away. And if you have been following the Topps Dune cards, you can't get them, basically. Oh yeah, nice. You are okay. You're already subbed. Cool. Yeah. Pretty fun stuff. Yeah. So I was saying in my last video, I was hoping that they would announce an open beta. This is just my wish. They didn't say this. So my wish would be that they do an open beta around the time of Dune. Open beta around the time of the release of Dune Prophecy. I think that would be cool. I don't think they're going to do that. Who knows? But I'm not really I'm not in any contact with Funcom, other than they approved me for their creator program. So I'm not under any kind of sponsorships. I would if someone offered. I'm not above that. I would like to do that, but no one's offered me anything. And I've been putting out a lot of content, but and I'm pretty much on board with the game. There's only a couple little things that I've seen that need to be fixed in the game. Some of the movement and combat, like the character animations and some of that. That's about it. Everything else I've seen, I've liked. I made fun of the doofy worm in the trailer, but that's just because that was for fun. I don't really have a problem with the worm. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not really in any contact other than that Discord. So I'm on board with the game already. I'm gonna buy it. I'm going to play it. I'm gonna play it. I'm probably buy it on Xbox and PlayStation 5, especially with PlayStation Pro. I don't think they've announced anything on consoles. Really, I did see today. They said somebody responded to me in the chat on the Discord that they don't know if they're gonna have cross progression on the consoles between consoles and PC. We don't know that. If they're going to do that, that would be awesome, because I go back and forth between PC and console. And if they do a PS5 Pro enhanced version of the game, which would be awesome, because I pre-ordered. I got a PS5 Pro pre-ordered. I'm a gamer, so normally I'm a gamer kind of guy. So I'm probably a little more different than the other Dune channels where they just focus mostly on lore. But I'm a game guy, so I'm putting a lot of my stuff into the game and lore and everything too. If you see my videos, I haven't done a lore video in a little while, but I'm working on one, a Stilgar video. But moving on to the story, so Dune, the world of Dune, has more shadowy organizations. Okay, we all know that. So, uh, basically, they're saying in this article that the Spacing Guild has yet to play a major role in the movie adaptation. So I found this interesting because we only saw the Spacing Guild um, for a brief second in Dune Part 1 during the Herald of the Change scene where they're changing over the fiefdom to Duke Leto and the Atreides, House of Atreides. You see Spacing Guild for a second, and then after that you don't see him again. And then they weren't even barely even mentioned at all or seen. They weren't seen at all in Dune Part 2. I think the reason for that is Denis Villeneuve has done interviews where he said he doesn't really care about them. He cares about the Bene Gesserit. That's his favorite part of those books. That's what he focused on, which is kind of like, I get it, because the Bene Gesserit are really the ones pulling the strings everywhere, messing with everybody, and the Spacing Guilds is kind of, they're getting played by the Bene Gesserit as well a little bit, more so like, they need spice, so they kind of have to. They're the ones. They are pushing influence, but Bene Gesserit have really been mucking around in the behind the scenes a lot in the Dune universe, which is pretty true. But Spacing Guild are too, so, but they're a little more simple. They need spice or they die, because if they stop taking spice, they go through withdrawals and they die, and then of course they can't do folding space. So. Spacing Guild. Basically, all the Spacing Guild guys are addicted to the spice melange, which other people are addicted to, but they inhale the gas, which enables them to see the visions and do the calculations so they can fold space without jumping through a star, black hole, something like that. So that's why, because AI is banned. That's a simple way to do it. You can't use computers anymore to do that calculations. So people have to take spice, because spice is the only thing that allows them to elevate their consciousness to make the calculations. Make some super Einsteins, basically. Or like a super, what's that guy that was, I can't think of it. Good, they're like super Goodwill Huntings. I don't know, it's a joke, but also Chome Company was not mentioned at all. Chome Company is like basically Space Wall Street that controls the spice trade, and then in trade, the Spacing Guild kind of controls them, and in trade and in kind, the directorships, the houses control that, and it's just a big mess. It really is a big mess. It's basically like real life. Oh, see here, big giant mega companies control the one resource we need to travel. Can you see where I'm going with this? Let's see. Yeah, right. You see, it says right here, they don't really hold an official power, but they're basically pulling all the strings as far as the spice goes. And then, funny enough, what's not mentioned really in Dune Part 2 or 1, the movie, is that the Fremen are secretly bribing the Spacing Guild with spice. So there's no satellites or communication ship frigates on over southern Arrakis because they want to be hidden, and that's why that's why if you watch Dune Part 2 and he's like, oh, we didn't know anybody was in the south, it's uninhabitable. When the Baron's like confronting when the Emperor's confronting the Baron, he's like, there's nothing down there. We never knew anything was down there. But it's obviously there's Fremen down there. It's because the Fremen have been bribing the Spacing Guild secretly with spice to not be able to know that anybody's down there. No one can look down there. So that's very interesting, right? For people that don't know the books. I like that part of the movie because I know that they didn't say it in the movie, but they're bribing them. If you read the books, you would know. Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. Denis Villeneuve needs to embrace the Spacing Guild in Dune Part 3. So Dune Part 3 is going to be based on uh, Dune Messiah, probably, I guess. And the Spacing Guild's going to have to be in there at least a little bit because there's actually a scene in Dune Messiah, the book, where like one of the Spacing Guild navigator guys, the big wigs, he's like actually shows up there and is talking to Paul Atreides and is like, I won't tell you what happens, but he gives him a gift, so to speak. And some of you who read that book, you'll know what I'm talking about. So they're involved, and they want to basically take him out, take Paul out some form of fashion. So that's very interesting. And actually, in Dune, which I'm reading right now, I've been doing the audiobook of Paul of Dune, which is the direct sequel of Dune. It talks about the Emperor was really being used by the Bene Gesserit as well. He's not really that smart. He's kind of doofy himself, and it's fallen for the Bene Gesserit kind of fooling him too. So other than that, I mean, I would definitely go if you have. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this live stream, you've seen Dune Part 1 and Dune Part 2. You have to have. If you haven't, then you probably, why are you even interested in the game? I guess. Why are you? But. And just in, I got some interesting update pictures that are not. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, he's at Space Heat. So right now, my guy in the Tokyo Game Show is at the Warhammer Space Marine booth, which he's already played the game. So I don't know why. I guess he's getting swag. So I'm hoping he makes his way back to the Dune booth before he leaves today. So we gotta understand it. It's still early there. So in Japan, it's what time is it? It is. It's only 12:30 in the afternoon there tomorrow. So it's ahead. It's 14 hours or something like that ahead of us where I'm at Central Time. So he still has all day. I think he's got. I don't know what time he flies back. I think they had a 4-day. Is he leaving today or tomorrow? I have to ask him. I'm trying to ask him to. I'm asking him right now directly. Are you going to be able to go back to the Dune booth so I can find out? Oh man, this is annoying. Yeah, no, I guess this really just makes it. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the words I'm looking for? You gotta. It's old saying, better if you want it done right, do it yourself, kind of thing. I guess so. Next time, I don't know if they're doing another. I don't know if Funcom is doing anything at. Is Funcom going to be at Dragon Con? Well. Does anybody know? When's Dragon Con? Dragon Con might be over actually. Dragon Con is going to be. Oh, it's over. They had it already. So it's over. I missed that. Let's see here. Next Dune Awakening event. Fawn. Jesus. I hear. Let's see here. There we go. So Dune Awake. It doesn't tell you Dune. Other than this Tokyo Game Show, I don't know if they're going to be at another event. Yeah, I don't. Well, here there's people on Reddit saying that the game's March 4th release. So I don't know about that. That's just the Reddit though. I don't really. That can't be true. Or it can't be. It's not approved information or whatnot. So going back to the story, well, that's pretty much it for that story here. The Guild's presence in the third Villeneuve film will be just as memorable, if not more, and will give audiences a better understanding. Well, we don't know for sure if he's going to do that because he doesn't like the Guild. Denis Villeneuve doesn't really care about the Spacing Guild, so we don't know what he's going to put in the movie, and we don't even know how accurate he's going to be to the book for Dune, because Dune Part 1 is a lot closer to the book than Dune Part 2. So Dune Part 1, other really than the omission of some stuff, and then of course Liette Kynes is totally flip-flopped around and made a lady, and then not Chani's father, which was like, that was a big, like, that was dumb. I really like the movies. I love the movies. In fact, I really like them, but they kind of really just kind of butchered the books in some of your areas pretty badly. So yeah, I'm on Twitch. So if you go on Twitch, Arrakis Central, search that on Twitch. I'm sorry. Do you? Yeah, I do live stream on Twitch. So I simul stream. So I'm streaming this right now on Twitch as well. I have a Twitch channel. I have a Facebook Arrakis Central. If you follow my links, and they're in my bio. They're all in the videos actually. TikTok. I don't really stream on TikTok. There's a way to kind of stream it in a different fashion on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like TikTok of how shady they are with blocking and weird stuff they do. TikTok has a really shady algorithm, and the way I mean, yeah. So I tend not to use TikTok too much. I guess I should probably start putting videos on there. Maybe I'll try to find a way to simul stream onto that. I don't know. I'm kind of a one-man show here still, so I don't have anybody to manage my social media because I don't have money coming in to do that, to pay somebody to do that. So, moving on, we're gonna move on to the next story. Last week talked about Dune. Dune Part 1's leaving Netflix October 1st, so that was from last week. Boom. So, next story of the evening, everyone. Next story of the evening. Spider-Man and Dune star regrets fame. I doubt it, but this is fun to read it. So thanks to the franchise like Spider-Man and Dune, Zendaya is one of the most famous movie stars in the world. Most people can only dream of the wealth and celebrity she has obtained. But it sounds like the star herself is starting to have second thoughts about all the success. She's been famous for like a kid. So I don't know why she's complaining now. At a recent New York screening of Dune Part 2, Zendaya was asked about the pressures that come with fame, and she declared that I don't necessarily know if I want or can handle all of that, and I would like to be a person and for people to see me as that first. Well, they always say this after they're millionaires. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you get your millions, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to be famous. I was like, okay, sure. While Zendaya has a bit too much fame to make the usual geek convention circuit, she ended up taking some Comic-Con style questions from fans during a panel along with their Dune co-stars Timothée Chalamet and Austin Butler. Denis Villeneuve was a part of the panel. Oh, that's fun. This must be old, because I don't know. Are they still doing panels about this movie? A fan ended up asking a provocative question about the relationship between a film franchise warning us about blindly following would-be messiahs and fans blindly following their favorite celebs. This ultimately led to Zendaya admitting that while she is very grateful for her success, she is terrified. I'm following Paul Muad'Dib. I don't care. They keep saying that, and that's what Frank Herbert, I guess, warned about. It was like everyone liked Paul when the book came out and was like, he's a hero, and then he's like, no, you're following him blindly. So who else are you gonna follow in that world? They're all worse than him, and he's gonna go and run a jihad. But like, who were supposed to just let everyone murder your family? So it's one of those weird choices that he has. I'm with Paul. I'm a Paul loyalist. I'm a Muad'Dib loyalist here. Anyways, that's a side note. This ultimately led to Zendaya, whatever. She's rich, and then Timothée Chalamet weighed in as well. What made this answer interesting is that Chalamet answered the question first in a rather literal way, pontificating about the various cult leaders of the past. Zendaya gave a more introspective answer about her own fame and how her past as a shy kid makes her sometimes feel that her current celebrity status isn't natural. Well, no celebrity status is natural. It's you're no one's just famous. It's because you're talented in some way, right? Um, you have some sort of talent, some work ethic, some sort of thing that, and you work through it and you become famous that way. That's, I mean, you have a look and a presence, and I mean, she started off as a child singer on Disney and all that stuff, right? Or Nickelodeon or something. So she had some sort of talent as a young kid that her parents brought out of her, pushed for her to do. So it's not like she's just a lop that just fell in my lap. She's got, some sort of skills, right? Timothy Chalamet has acting skills, and all these people have skills. I couldn't be no dang actor, even though I love movies, and I probably know a lot more movies than these actors do, but that's a side issue. I can make a better movie than anything Disney Star Wars is making right now, if you give me the resources. If you put me in the director's chair, I would rip up every script they make, or in the producers, or whatever, in the writer's room at Lucasfilm. I would look at every script they make and rip it up and say, we need a show about a TIE fighter squadron that's hunting down rebels, and every episode is a different mission. Or you could have I could come up with a billion different episodes or things that are better than what they come up with. So, yeah. So, in that aspect, I do have more talent than some of these Hollywood people. But that's anybody can come up with some of that stuff. It's not that. MCU, yeah. Marvel, I could come up with 1,000 different better scripts than what they come up with. But that's just, it is what it is. Enough of my rant of hating Star Wars and Marvel. Disney. Star Wars and Disney Marvel, I should say. I like the old stuff. Zendaya's comments about the danger of fame. You remember Mountain Dew Girl? Mountain Dew Girl. Mountain Dew Girl? I remember Claricel Girl. Or Milk Girl. That's the same one, isn't it? Claricel. Oh, that's not me. Nightbot got you. Oh. I need to... Nightbot doesn't like you. That's not me. I need to go tell Nightbot to stop that. The Nightbot is mad. Well, that's fine, I'll fix that. That's the Nightbot. That's a bot. That's that bot that does the giveaway. I can go turn it off, I think. I have to log into it. I'll do it after this. Dune tells a story of the young Paul Atreides. We know all that. Spider-Man's girlfriend is down. Okay, those Spider-Man movies are pretty good with her in it. Let's see. This is what the fans' question was hinting at: the irony of these sci-fi movies warning us of such. I like those. I like the Zendaya Spider-Man movies. There are what, 3 of them? They're all pretty. I liked all 3 of them. I might go watch those actually again. Fortunately, Zendaya herself is very wary of the dangers of fame. I like Zendaya. I don't have a problem with her. She was a good Chani, but the thing is, that's not how Chani is in the book. So she looks like she could. In fact, I think Chani is supposed to have like red hair or something, isn't she? Yeah, the characters didn't match the book, but that's a side issue. Yeah, I don't have a problem with her actually. I don't really mind Zendaya. I like Zendaya. I have no problem with her. And Chani's supposed to have like dark red or blonde, dark brown, or I can't remember her. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. In the book, Chani's like basically on board with Paul the whole time for the most part, and then they made her all like angry girl lady in the movie, but it is what it is. I guess that's the end of that article. Yeah. So Zendaya's mad about her fame. She's mad that Dune made her freaking super. Like Dune is this epic sci-fi that I think it just really sent her over the top now with the fame, and she's not. I guess it's hard to deal with. I guess I don't know. I guess how hard. Well, you know, it's probably sucks during these press junkets when you're like having to wake. Okay, time to get up. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock breakfast. I mean, you probably people have schedules for you, right? And so you have to like do all this crap. But I mean, I did all that crap in the army, so it doesn't matter. But I'd probably be pretty easy at being famous. But oh well. All right, so no, not our last change, but fourth story. So Dennyville News. So this is from Variety, and this is a little bit older, I think, September 1st, a couple weeks old. Nightbot just talking trash, dude. I gotta figure out how to like turn Nightbot off when I'm not using the I gotta turn Nightbot off when I'm not using it for the giveaway. I gotta figure that out. I'll turn it off for the next. That's funny. The robot's punking you. The AI. This is funny. Oh, so if anybody on here is now tuning in for into the stream right now, I've already covered 2 stories of Dune related, and then I've also figured out earlier today how to run the giveaway. So I'll be looking out for an announcement probably this week. Well, it will be this week. So I'm going to try and do the announcement next Saturday. And we might be traveling. Our family might be traveling maybe next weekend. So it depends on the weather, because we just had all that bad weather come through. So we'll see. If it's not, then it'll definitely be the next Saturday. It depends on if we're traveling or not. But I will be doing the giveaway. I'll post the card. It's a graded Lady Jessica Topps 2024 card. I should pull it up here so you guys, before we get into this story. I'm gonna go ahead and Dune. Topps Dune, Lady Jessica. It's right here, an image. I'll just pull. This is not an image of my card, but this is the card. This is a Paul, but right here. I mean, this is it. That's the card. I have it right here. I'm looking. Oh man, come on. There we go. So this is the card in question. Now that $50 was the initial price for the pack, the retail pack. There was 4 cards per pack, 3 regulars, 4 parallels, to a total of 2,000 cards total. There was 1,500 base cards numbered, and then 500 parallels total. The parallels were 500 cards. They were from going from orange, blue, red, purple, then gold. Gold being one of ones of each character. Just go back and watch my Dune card videos if you guys haven't seen those. I'm just gonna say it again. I'm proud of these cards. I love these cards. I got a whole set of the base. I got 8 out of 10 of the orange parallel, and then I have a bunch of the different types, random other parallels, and then I have let's just say I have a couple of the golds. Let's just say that. But going back, so this is the card I'll be giving away. One that's graded through PSA, the highest grading level you can go company. So yeah, I got them. I got it right here in front of me. Actually, I'll show when I do the giveaway. I'll have probably a separate camera pointing at it so you guys can see it. Going back to the story. So, not like a trilogy, and will be his last Dune movie. Okay, so Dennyville News says Dune 3 is not like a trilogy. So Dune 3 is maybe going to be like, because it has to be like 14 years later, or it's going to be like a good amount after Dune Part 2. There's a time jump. He's older, and the jihad is already well underway of conquering back the Imperium. So he's gonna be like kind of a real like jerky. I guess I don't know that. I think they're gonna make him real evil. I think that's what they're gonna try. Even though he's not like that, he's not evil in the book, but I think they're gonna try and make him more evilly in the movie. Like, and like I'm gonna be mad if they kind of make him go full evil because he's not at all. But we'll see what happens. I won't like that if they make him go like, if he goes like Vader evil, dude, because he's actually not really even killing anybody anymore. His people do it for him. There is apprehension of Gurney and Paul of Dune. Gurney's like, man, Paul, these guys are just murdering mofos for no reason. But that wasn't a Frank Herbert. That was Brian Herbert's book. I haven't read, so I'm not closing. Wait, so his last Dune, other directors could take over, so I'm not closing. Oh, so basically, this is good. The movies, hopefully, if the Dune 3 does good, we'll get more stuff. Hopefully. But I don't think other directors are going to be able to do Dune like him. So I don't know. My hopes aren't high. So Denis Villeneuve appeared on Vanity's Fair's Little Gold Men podcast and stressed that an upcoming third Dune movie based on Frank Herbert's novel Dune Messiah is not being developed as the completion of the trilogy, because it's not really a completion of a trilogy. It's because the books keep going. Legendary confirmed in April that development of Dune 3 was underway following the blockbuster success of Dune Part 2, which grossed $711 million worldwide. First, it's important that people understand that for me, it was really a dipshi. I don't know what the hell that word is, guys. I'm not that smart. I'm college educated, but I don't know. Dipshi. The chips. Villeneuve said of the first two Dune movies, it was really a pair of movies that will be the adaptation of the first book that's done and that's finished. If I do a third movie, let's look this word up. This is bugging me now. What is the word? I never even heard of that word before. So, diptych. So that's how you pronounce it. A painting, especially an altarpiece, on two hinged wooden panels, which may be closed like a book. Okay, I've seen that. An ancient writing tablet consisting of two hinged leaves with wax. Okay, so it's one of those. Okay, so here's what it looks like. You guys see that right there? That's a diptych. Huh. Am I stupid? Have I never heard that before? I might be dumb. I've been known to be a little dumb in my day. So, I'm a computer guy, so I don't know much about art. So, anyways. Villeneuve said that the first two Dune movies are really a pair of movies. Yeah, you know, I get that feeling, that vibe too. That Dune Part 1 and Part 2 is a pair because it's one book. So yeah, that's why you get that vibe. Dune Part 1 to Part 2 are the book Dune. So yeah, that's why they were a pair. That's why they feel more. They're gonna feel more closer together. So he might get all cuckoo and weird in the next one, which it needs to be, because Dune Messiah is gonna have like hermaphrodite assassin killer and like weird clone people and little midgets and stuff. It's gonna be weird. I hope they go weird, like 80s weird on. That'd be fun, right? But I don't know if they go maybe a little bit. There's gonna be little dwarfs that are like, yeah, like walk. It should be, if it's like the book Dune Messiah. But we'll see what happens. Or like Doctor of the Island of Dr. Moreau weird with Val Kilmer. Remember that movie with the little guy? Was that Vernon Troyer in that movie? So let's see. Let's keep reading. Dune Messiah is set 12 years after the events. See, I told you. The Dune novel. So a film adaptation would likely have to age up Villeneuve's young cast that includes Timothy Chalamet. I mean, not gonna be that old. He's like 30s, right? Florence Pugh and more. The director said, "I know how to do that." When asked how he plans to age the cast up, but did not. Oh, he's gonna age him up. How? Make him tired. Villeneuve, Denis Villeneuve has long expressed interest in making a third Dune movie and has often said that will mark his final outing in the franchise. Herbert's literary series continued for more novels, and Villeneuve says he's comfortable with other directors taking over the franchise. Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to. He wants to do other kind of movies. He wants to do a nuclear. Dude, I'm actually interested in a nuclear war movie. He's gonna do. He wants to do a nuclear war movie. He wants to do Rendezvous with Rama. Dude, Rendezvous with Nightbot doesn't like emojis. Oh, dude, Nightbot's gonna block you, dude. Then I'm gonna have to go in and unblock you or something. Here, let me go see if I can turn night. How do I turn off Nightbot? Yes, you can temporarily turn off Nightbot. Timeout length. You can set the maximum length of Nightbot. You will time out user. Okay, so let's go to Nightbot real quick, guys. Turn Nightbot. Let's log in. How do you turn Nightbot off? You're my top guy, dude. Dude, you've been timed out for 600 seconds. How do I turn that off? Oh, I can do right here. I can disable it. Access for emotes. Boom. Good. So blacklisted words, phrases. I don't like this. Excess caps. That's stupid. Links. I don't care if you have excess symbols. I'm gonna turn that. Repetition. How do I get you back? Timers, status. How do I open you back up? Dashboard. Technolab. Where did it say you're blocked for? I turned off that thing so you can you can put emotes. Test it. Put a bunch of emotes. I turned it off, so you should be good. That's funny. What's logs? No. Wow, it tracks everything in here, dude. This is like some straight CIA crap going on. How do I go in there and like? Well, you should be good now. I turned it off, so. No, it's not that. It's the emotes. It doesn't like if you spam a bunch of emotes, whatever. It's horrible. Yeah, turn some stuff off. Yeah, the old Nightbot at it again. The Night Stalker. But, okay. Listen, if Dune Messiah happens, it will have to be many years for me on Arrakis, and I would love to do something else. He said, I think that it would be. I think they greenlit it though. Like they went it first. So I think we're getting Dune. I think they've hinted that Dune, no official date. I think we're getting December. I think we're getting winter 2026. Dune 3. From what I understand. I think I'm sure they threw a lot of money at him. They must have thrown like. How much did Denis Villeneuve get paid for Dune Part 2? Did make from Dune Part. So Dune Part 2, see if they even know. The 3 actors got $20 million each of their role. Damn. Who is that? Austin Butler? Who got 20 mil? Dune Part proves the movie budgets have gotten out of no, because that's a good movie. Himself go to the figure. That all plays a part, but try making 3 million along with every other actor making less is what I think really does it. A lot of these big budget action films have insane salaries. Like Hemsworth making. Oh, he didn't make that much. He didn't make 20 million. I just don't know how well Dune Part 3 is going to do, guys. I don't think it's going to, unless you put a bunch of action in there that's not in the book. I think they 20 million was total for the big stars together. I don't think it was 20 million for. How much did. So, Denis Villeneuve's films have grossed, so all of his movies. Well, he has more movies than that. It says that all his movies have grossed almost 1.8 billion. That's more. That's just multiple Dune. So open with a Dune Part 2. Dune Part 1 made $434 million globally during COVID. That's nuts, dude. And that movie came out the same day it came out in theaters. It came out on HBO Max, and you could buy it on streaming, and it still made that much money. Because Dune Part 1, I don't really want to say anything. This might be a hot take. I like Dune Part 1 better than Part 2, guys. It's closer to the book, and for whatever reason, it has more of that Dune-y charm to it, I think, than. I think the fact that they added a little bit of comedy to Dune Part 2, and they changed a lot from the book. They changed a lot more from the book in Dune Part 2 than Dune Part 2 is awesome. And then at the end, the battle scene at the end seemed too short for me. I don't know why. It was rushed, even though in the book they do roll right over him, basically, like just like that. They basically roll right over all the Sardaukar and the forces, which is true. So in the movie, you know, they go in and they blow the shield wall, and they pour right through with the worms, and they just basically slaughter the instantly in a couple minutes. That's true. That's how it is in the book. So they are kind of right. Actually, in a weird way, the movie battle scene goes a little longer than the book. But just to be honest about it, they just totally wipe them out in the book. But they cut out the whole part about it. He had a kid with Chani. So he had a kid. He already had a little baby with Chani. He knocked her up, and then that kid gets murdered by some spies that sneak into the siege when they're out there getting ready for battle. So they cut that out. They cut that whole subplot. They got a lot of plots out of Dune Part 2, and I was just like, even though I still love it, it's like it's my favorite movie of the year for sure. It's my favorite science fiction movie since Dune Part 1. So, still love it. I own it. I got all the copies, the Steelbook and all that, but yeah, I'm just ranting here. It's awesome. Might go watch it, finish it tonight. I was watching it again. Fade is not bald in the book. I think they're like he has like red hair or something. A lot of red hair in Dune in the book. But I ranted. Okay, get back to the story. Whether or not Dune cast would want to keep making films in the franchise without Villeneuve, I think they've said they don't. I think Chalamet say once Denis Villeneuve, I think he's hinted at once Denis Villeneuve's done, he's done. Yeah, Dune's definitely one of those things that might be better as a TV show. So if Dune Prophecy does well, I think they should just, after Dune Messiah, the movie, I have a feeling Dune 3 is not going to do as well as Dune 2. I might make about 100 or 200 million less. I think it might only make like 600 million. Unless it's really good, unless it's got the same caliber, it got a little bit of good action in it and stuff. If it's just, Dune Messiah is just not as epic as Dune, the book. The book, so some people might hate me for saying that, but Dune, the first Dune book is epic. When you read it, you feel the epicness of it. When you read Dune Messiah, it's only It's much shorter. It's very short, and it's doesn't have the epicness. It has more of a weirdness. So they'll have to do some rewrites. In fact, I hope they do change the book on that. In this case, in Dune Messiah Part 3, I hope they don't go directly by the book because I think it might suck if they go directly. So knowing them, as far as I like it, but if they did it by the book, but I'm thinking for normal audiences, I don't think they would like it. It gets weird. So it's a lot weirder than Dune. He started. You could tell Frank Herbert was doing some drugs or something when he was writing these books. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody here? What do they think about? Will Dune if they do Dune Messiah directly by the book, it might not be good. Regular audiences, I don't think will like it. Like I said, Dune people will like it, but I don't think regular audiences. That's why they kind of watered Dune Part 2 down from the book because they knew if you go hardcore. Plus, there's some of the stuff you can't show. Probably the spice orgies and stuff. You can't show that. That's in the book. You can't show that. Yeah, so basically, Denis Villeneuve is saying Dune Messiah is going to be it. He's going to do Dune 3. I think since this came out, I'm pretty sure they've hinted at that. If you guys saw my video about the IMAX leaks, the IMAX, the quarterly projections for the stakeholders, they removed, and no one's ever mentioned this. I'm like the only guy who's picked up on this that I've seen. People were saying Dune 3 was slated on the calendar, right, for their right. Then they removed it off of the schedule. And I'm like and I made a video about it, and nobody's really said anything about it. Like Secrets of Dune, he posted about it. I think that Nerd Cookies did. I think I might be wrong. These are the other Dune channels that are the big boys, the big gals and boys, the big Dune channels that are way bigger than mine. And they were reporting on it, and then they posted that there was the IMAX, and then I went and looked at the actual. I read the entire. This is gonna be boring because it's like work, dude. I read the entire document, and nowhere on there. I was like, did they change the document? They went and scrubbed it, I think, because I believed them that they had it, but I don't know, dude. Oh, I got another picture in here from Tokyo. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Okay, hey, I just got a video in from, I just got a quick clip. He is having a hard time figuring out this horizontal. Where's the worm? Yeah, you know, guys, I think I. Th- All right, so my guy, this is breaking news. He's at the Dune booth right now in Tokyo. He is there. I don't know exactly what he's doing. He took another clip. I'm gonna upload that to. I will upload that clip he did send me. So hey, we did go back. I'm trying to see if he can get me a little bit more wide angle view. If not, cool. But he did send me some stuff. I don't see a worm out there. I guess maybe the worm is inside. You can't take your cameras inside there, so maybe that's the problem. So hey, he went back, so that's good. So yeah, we are on the ground. My guy is back at the Dune booth, Dune Awakening booth, I should say, at the Gamescom, a game show right now in Tokyo. So yeah, cool stuff, huh? Cool stuff. I can't really. I guess I could upload it real quick. It's not much. It's just a clip of outside in the waiting line. Another one, a little bit better than the video from yesterday, actually, though. So I'm gonna publish this as a short to my channel right now. So as we speak, you guys can watch it, and I'll pull it up on. It's very 14-second clip, nothing spectacular, guys. But we'll try and see if just we'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do for you. Here it goes. All right. Real time video footage here, guys. Real time. So next, I might add a little sound actually. Let's add a little Dune sound to it. I added a little sound to it. There you go. Nice. Okay. Okay, here it goes. There we go. I put a faint soundtrack. Hey, you guys are watching real-time editing here, or listening to it. Oh, that's not good. Hey, Dune Awakening. Boom. Okay, Awakening. Stay tuned. Here it's coming. This video is coming right now, guys. I'll bring it up on the live stream here in a second. I'm trying to see if he'll take some regular horizontal video for me. So, boom, 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 bam, it's uploading. So, let me go over here and see what we can see. Is that what I just loaded? No, that's not the one I just ordered. I loaded. It's not uploaded yet. It's still going. Yeah, so give it a second, folks. Is my music still playing? Yes, it's still playing. Oh, did it stop? I think my music stopped. There. Okay, it's up. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Live. Oh, it's not showing up yet. It's not showing up in the queue, the shoot here. Oh, there it is, up. So here we go. I'm bringing it over. You guys ready? Boom. Use live footage. This literally came in like 5 minutes ago. So it's nothing spectacular. It's just 14 seconds, but this is what the booth looks like outside of it at the game show. So where's the sound? So there it is. So I guess you wait in that line. You look. You can't take any photos or nothing in there. There's a sign there. So basically, I think there's a bunch of Dune folks out there, I guess, herding the cattle, so to speak. Oh, so there's a theater in there. You can see it right there. You can see the. Maybe it's probably loud. Is it loud for you guys? No, it's probably not too loud. Yeah, so right there you can see it tells you what it looks like inside, and as you can tell, they have clipboards and they're very. So I don't know if people don't know about Japan. They're very big time about their following the rules and their clipboards and organizing and making sure people go the right way and follow rules. So every single person right there is taking their job very serious. So, and that's why that country is so successful and awesome, actually, because they care about their country and their culture. They give a damn over there, and they care. They think, even over there, and that I've noticed when I was there, even the person working at Starbucks or whatever treats you like you're royalty, and you're just some schmuck walking in there in shorts and tennis shoes, and they're bowing to you, and they take their stuff very serious over there. So even everything, and it's awesome. I love that country. But yeah, so you guys are not a whole. I'm trying to see if he sent me anything else, but that just in. That's so it's not the. I haven't got. I'm trying to see if there's a. I thought there was a worm, a mini worm. Yeah, definitely not as cool as a booth, guys. From what we saw from Gamescom in Cologne, Germany, was a way cooler booth. I think they definitely put a lot more money into it. I don't think he can get in there filming past that little area. So, yeah, so you go in that way and you come out that side booth right there, a little curtain on the left side. So, well, oh well, he tried. So I think you can't really. You're not gonna see anything really that cool. It looks like out of it, but yeah, it's kind of let down a little bit that their booth wasn't quite as cool. Wasn't quite as cool. Yeah, but hey, we were there. Arrakis Central was there. We went to one of them. At least a representative, not me. Pretty cool though, guys. Let's go back to our. You guys want to keep looking at that? We got 6 people watching, so I appreciate it. So, Level Infinite. Is that like the other company that's kind of publishing the game? I always only ever really hear about Funcom. He can't go in there, he said. Sorry guys, I'm writing the guy right now. Live term right now. I'm trying to convince this guy to go inside there and see if he can. The worm is in there apparently. So the worm is like in the booth. I guess once you go inside that little area, there's a worm in there and everything. And I guess they got it really sectioned off. They don't want you seeing nothing. So that kind of sucks. So yeah, it's really not, and I don't think you can tape in there. So I think it's kind of a wash at this point. But hey, we'll move on. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he's feeding me live right now. Yeah, he's telling me about other games which I don't care about. I don't care about Silent Hill or Bethesda. Although I did have fun playing Starfield, it's kind of got old quick because there's no multiplayer. I mean, dude, imagine Starfield as multiplayer. It'd be awesome. Like certain zones or certain planets that are like multiplayer. Like maybe not the whole game, but what if they had like 3 planets or one system in Starfield that was like the multiplayer system? So when you go in, it's like you're going into the multiplayer PvP building zone area, and then or one planet, and then or something, and then when you go in there, in that area, in that particular system or planet, is like PvP, where you can build and hit other people's bases and stuff like that. But if you don't build in that area, then it's kind of like, okay, you're just playing the game Starfield. They should have did that. They really should have. Let's see. They could have did that. Yeah, we're gonna go back. So hey, thanks guys. We got this all. We were there. So that's all I can say. And we're moving on to the next story of the evening. It's 11:20 already. We have been streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Nice. Oh, he's got some pictures of... Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, oh well. We're doing what we can do. Alright, so... The original Dune movie changes streaming home next month, which I don't know what this was about, right? In CBRs, the original feature-length adaptation of Frank Herbert's Dune is leaving Netflix at the end of the month. I already own it. However, Dune fans need not worry, as the 1984 sci-fi movie will be available to stream on a different service the following day. Beginning October 1st, the original Dune will be available to stream on Max, written and directed by... I wonder if this is the special edition, because you can just go on YouTube and watch it. Like, you can watch the extended edition of it, whatever. Somebody made like a extended edition of it. The only place where spice can be found. Da, 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 da. So Dune, the original 84, which I do have a soft spot in my heart for that movie. I think this guy's face bigger. Look at the starter car. They're in like a sauna tent. Oh, that's funny. Man, look at that. That's kind of what they're supposed to look like, though. I mean, the Space Eagle's supposed to be all mutated and stuff like that, so they had that right. Maybe not that big, but... Look at Gurney. With the pug. Battle pug. Paul Atreides with the Vikings. This is actually kind of more accurate to the book. So Dune 1984 ending is closer to the book than the new Dune, if you guys don't know that. It's pretty interesting stuff, right? I'm taking a yawn there. All right. We're almost at the end of the stream, guys. We are almost at the end of the stream. Tomorrow I'll try to get back on and play some more Dune Spice Wars on live if I can get time to do it. So Dune, Max will still be in the home of Dune prequel series, which we know that Dune Prophecy is coming out. So if you don't know, Dune Prophecy is based on Dune, Sisterhood of Dune, which is Brian Herbert third book in his little basically Dune prequel series. And it kicks off in the book. It's like what, 80 years or so after they beat the AI. And then in this, it doesn't. It's loosely based on it because Valia Harkonnen in the book is like 24 years old or something. She's younger, and in the show she's an old lady or older. You know, she's like a 50-year-old. So it's just like what? So I don't know how that all is gonna work. And the names are different and everything. So it must take place after Sisterhood. I haven't ever finished Mentat of Dune yet, so I'm still working on that book. Emily Watson and Olivia Williams co-lead Dune Prophecy as Sister Valia and Tula Harkonnen, respectively. The cast also includes Travis Fimmel as Desmond Hart, which I don't remember his name from the book, Jodie May as Empress Natalia, and then Mark Strong as Emperor Javico Corino, Sarah Sophie Bocina as Princess Inez, and then Chloe Leigh as Lila or Leela, Jade Anuka as Sister Theodosia, and Farrell Cunningham as Sister Jen. I don't really like right here. I don't know. I don't remember any of these names from Dune Sisterhood. It was all other names, so yeah, it is loosely based. So, but hey, if it's good, it's good. If it sucks, I guess. We'll see what happens. Apparently, that show was in some sort of production like nightmare of some sort. I don't know what. I mean, they felt strong enough about it to bring it out, so I think as long as it just focuses on the Dune universe and doesn't put our current, politics and stuff into it, I'll be fine with it. Even if it's a little bit slow. If it's a little bit slow, but it's like Dune, it talks about Dune stuff only in their world and their reality. That's all I want, and I won't be mad. I won't. If it's a little slow, I don't care. I just want Dune stuff, because Dune's in those books, even though they're not really like, they're still getting spice. So spice is already being mined during that time. So people will, if they don't know that, spice is, at this point, spice is already like being established that, hey, we needed this for space travel because AI get banned after they beat the robots. They might talk about it. They're going to talk about the Balerian Jihad. I'm gonna have to cut this stream short, guys, because I have fallen asleep. I gotta wake up tomorrow and clean the garage. But and I think that was my last story of the evening, actually. So yeah, so that's about it for that story. Dune, we're losing Dune Part 1 from Netflix, but we're getting Dune 1984 on streamings. So that's good to know. If you haven't seen Dune 1984, go watch it. It's fun. Just go in there knowing that it's kind of 80s-ish, goofy. There's like puppets and stop animation or whatever. There's like, it's like old miniatures, special effects. It's fun. But some of the stuff they got in that movie right from the book more so than the new ones. So it's interesting. There's weirdest elements from that one from the book. That's better, but then there's elements from the new movies that are better. I really liked the special effects and the aesthetic and the world building better in the new one. That one was very 80s like and very kind of funny. But well, you guys let me know in the chat if you like that stream. I was a little tired and sluggish today, and I was trying to basically talk to my guy down in the ground in Tokyo right now. But he's watching the Silent Hill 2 briefing right now, which doesn't help us at all. But stay tuned. Hopefully he'll send me some more pictures and video before he leaves, because he's leaving Tokyo. He doesn't live in Tokyo. He lives in a different part of Japan. So he had to fly across Japan to get... He had to fly across Japan to get us 30 seconds of Dune booth footage. This is kind of funny, right? So don't say we didn't ever do nothing for you guys. And we got pictures and things too. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I think it's weird because the language barrier there. He's kind of awkward because he doesn't speak Japanese, so he's trying to navigate through it. And if you talk to a Japanese person that's coordinating something, they're not really gonna understand you. And a lot of Japanese folks don't speak English, so it's weird. It gets a little strange, a little funny. I had a Google Translator thing when I was over there, but I had no problems. But I'm different though than this person. I'm a little older and older and wiser. So I think that's about it for tonight, peoples, my folks, my Dune fans. Stay tuned. Look out for an announcement for the giveaway next Saturday, or possibly the week after that if I'm traveling. And then I'll let everyone know. And I appreciate everyone viewing the stream tonight. And I will see you guys out on the dunes harvesting spice. And watch out, because I'm going to drop probably another Dune update video for the game. And and maybe something, yeah, something for Dune Awakening. Possibly if I get the Stilgar video done, which I keep saying for months. It's been like 2 months working on that thing. But other than that, I will see you guys next time.